folks, this is Untitled from InspiredToRise.com, and today we have the Infocus M550 3D smartphone here with us. The Infocus M550 3D smartphone is one of the first phones which supports naked 3D display. So what do we mean by naked 3D? But what we mean by naked 3D display is that this smartphone does not require you to have 3D glasses in order to have the full 3D experience on the smartphone. So what is inside the smartphone? It comes with a MediaTek MT675 chipset, and the CPU is ARM Cortex A53 CPU clocked at 1.7 GHz with 8 cores, which is an octa-core CPU, and it comes with a GPU which is the ARM Mali T760 MP2. And the overall look and feel and build of the phone is similar to those phones launched by Infocus earlier, and the plastic on the back feels good enough, and the power button is on the right hand side, volume rocker on the left hand side, the camera on the back feels great enough. And apart from all of this, let us just go in more depth and show you what's inside the smartphone. So let's just move forward. And the Infocus smartphone comes with a one-pager UI, which we have seen already a lot on all of these, and it runs on a rather outdated Android 4.4.4 KitKat. So I guess Infocus needs to improve in that front, because none of the smartphones launched by Infocus as of yet have Android 5 Lollipop. So that's one of the bad things about these smartphones. And the Infocus M5 3D is priced at a price of 16,000 rupees, and it would be available to buy in India from September end, and all of the applications run okay enough in the smartphone. The UI is, as people who are familiar with Infocus phones, the UI is simple enough. There is no anything different from there is nothing different from those phones which have already been launched by Infocus. And as when we see about phone 4.4.4 Android version, everything, so it's KitKat still, and that's one of the bad things. The M550 3D is okay enough smartphone. We will just play a few games and everything to show you more about this later on. And we have installed a lot of applications over here, and let us just moving forward, let us just see more about this. So it is the phone has a 5.5-inch full HD display. It's a stereoscopic 3D display. So it's one of those smartphones which has stereoscopic 3D display. And the selling point, as said by Infocus, is that it can run 3D without 3D glasses. So that is something we would test right now. And it has a 64-bit processor, and the back camera is a 13 megapixel back camera with LED flash, and you have two 5 megapixel front facing cameras, out of which one is for 3D face tracking. So we are playing Minion Rush right now, and as is visible, the 3D effect is somewhat visible on the smartphone if you do look in closely. So it does feel a little bit different and does feel a little bit in 3D. So exactly, it's difficult to see from your computer screen, though this is the 3D camera. And let us just show you a little bit more about this. So it has 4G connectivity also. So the 3D camera, the 3D photo albums, the photographs that we took, let us just show you some of those photographs. So this photograph has a sufficient depth. This photograph has sufficient depth and shows a sufficient amount of detail. And this one over here, the lady does look indeed it looks like that the lady is in front and everyone else is in the background. And let us just move forward and see more of the stuff in it. It comes with 2 GB DDR3 RAM, and apart from that, it's a dual SIM phone. It has dual front facing stereo speakers and a 3100 mAh battery. So all in all, it's an okay enough smartphone, decent enough. And the selling point would be definitely the 3D the 3D cameras and the 3D display, which does not require you to have stuff differently. It does not require you to have 3D glass on. So that's all for the Infocus M550 3D. And apart from all of this, the smartphone does feel snappy enough in hand. It has good specifications. So who should buy this smartphone? This smartphone is for 3D enthusiasts and people of the same like who would rather buy such type of smartphone. And so this is Aitanaja from InspiredToRise.com signing off, folks. Don't forget to like this video and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.